So today we are going to discuss from the ninth chapter, 15th verse of Bhagavad Gita. So welcome to all of you. Hare Krishna. So let us chant together. Gnana yagnena chapyanye yajanto mam upasate ekatvena prutakvena Bahuda Vishwato Mukam. Hare Krishna. So, Lord Krishna here speaking from the chapter of the most confidential knowledge, the ninth chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Others who engage in sacrifice by the cultivation of knowledge worship the Supreme Lord as the one without a second, as diverse in many and in the universal form. Gnana yagnena chapyante ejanto mam upasate ekatvena prutakvena bahuda vishwato mukam. Hare Krishna. So, Lord Krishna here speaking very detailedly about how everyone accept the superiority in one way or the other way in this world. Here, Satatam Kirtayanto Mam Yatantascha Dridhavrataha Namastyantascha Mam Bhaktya Nityayukta Upasate. 14th verse of Bhagavad Gita in the 9th chapter, Lord Krishna said, there are a section of people who are surrendered to me. Their aim is only one, which is to please me, serve me. Yeah? So, Satatam Kirtayanto Mam, they are always engaged in singing my glorious. Yatantascha Dridhavrataha, with fierce determination. Yeah. Namasyantacha mam bhaktya. They always pay obeisances to me, respect, recognizing me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Nitya yukta upasate. In this way, there are always thoughts, words and actions are always filled in my service. Yeah. This is what Lord Krishna spoke in the 14th verse of the 9th chapter. In the next verse, Lord Krishna is telling, it is not that everyone accepts me as the Supreme Personality. So, Lord Krishna said, it is not that everyone accepts him as the Supreme Personality of Godhead and the source of entire creation. Yeah, there are people who do not even consider there is a supremacy in creation also. They think that everything has come by chance. There is one energy which exploded, and the atheists call it as a Big Bang, and the energy one point explosion took place and the entire creation took place. Yeah, there are people who think that that energy is Brahman. Yeah, that energy is Brahman, which is superior, supreme energy, which doesn't have any qualities, doesn't have any form. It is just an energy. From that energy everything is coming. Yeah. So people in this world, when they try to understand what is the source of entire thing, because I have been coming and I have taken birth, I can sense myself, I am existing, I have a form, I can see so many of them have form, and everyone are either one is suffering, one is in pain, one is in distress, one is enjoying, one is celebrating, one is dying, one is giving birth. What is this all happening? How is this entire thing is taking place? Where is the source of everything? And people become puzzled seeing that there is an activity taking place in this world and we do not know the source of this activity. Everyone are existing in this world. How we all came? Certainly we have form. One is intelligent to crack IIT, one is dumb. They do not have the ability to do anything. Yeah. One is able to study well, one is not interested, one is able to, even though not study well, they are able to earn money well. Someone who studies, they are, dependent on the monthly salary. Yeah, so there are so many varieties of species in this world. One is beautiful, one is not beautiful, one is, powerful, one is very weak, one is very famous, one is not wealthy but famous. One is wealthy but do not have fame. Yeah, all varieties of people. And how is this entire thing is coming together? What is that source that so many varieties of species in the human beings itself are taking birth. Who is the source of all creation? And everyone takes, some energy is there, superior energy is there. Some all become inquisitive to find out what is all this happening. And people, out of their own knowledge, try to identify themselves what is the source. Yeah. So Lord Krishna here telling that there are section of people who completely surrender unto me, understanding me as a supreme source of truth. Sarva Karana Karanam, Ishvara, Parama Krishna, Sachidananda Vigraha, Anadhir, Adhir, Govinda, Sarva Karana Karanam. Krishna being the source of all creation, some are able to understand. Bahunam Janmanam Ante Gnanavan Mam Prapadyate. After so many births, people keep on hankering to understand what is this happening, in this world. Where is this source? People are inquisitive to understand what is this. Some people suffer, some people are happy. What is the cause of all these things? Some countries have natural disasters like anything. Some countries are safe. Some countries are having abundant resources of wealth, nature, but some countries do not. The variegated experiences in this world. Bahunam Janmanam Ante Gnanavan Mam Prapadyate. People try to understand this source. Even the scientists are trying to understand. And in America, there are people who are spending, in the name of research, billions of dollars to create similar creation like this, where everything can come from Big Bang. Yeah. So, but Krishna says that some who understands me as a source of all the creation, those people completely surrender onto me. And what is that? So what is their nature of surrender? Satatam kirtayanto mam. They are always immersed in the glories of Krishna, chanting their name. Yatantascha drudavrata, with determination and faith. Namasyantascha mam bhaktya. They are always surrendering onto me, paying obeisances to me. Nitya yuktaha upasate. They are always connected to me every minute, every second. Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu mama anusmara yuddhacha. Everyone does battle in this world. Everyone are fighting in the battlefield. Everyone in their own way. But tasmat sarveshu mama anusmara. Hardly few people who fight remembering Krishna. Yeah. So this is the symptom of devotee who is surrendered. Then immediately Krishna says, there are other section of people also who are trying to surrender. How they are trying to surrender? They are trying to, get knowledge about this entire source of creation. Surrender requires knowledge with faith. Byproduct of bhakti is knowledge. Byproduct of knowledge is not always bhakti. Yeah. Knowledge everyone are trying to seek in this world. Even a scientist who are doing some material advancement, trying to identify something mysterious creation in this world, they are also surrendered to the nature, right? Indirectly surrendered to Krishna, because they are trying to discover something in the Krishna's energy. So everyone are surrendered, hankering for knowledge in one way or the other way. But real surrender is bhakti, which Lord Krishna says. Understanding him as a source of all truth. But Krishna also recognizes that not all can surrender unto him with devotion. That's why Krishna says, Gnana yagnena chap anye. Anye is very, very important. Others who do not believe Krishna, who do not believe that existence of the Supreme Personality behind all the creation. They do try to surrender in some way or the other way. Yeah. In the spiritual market of India, you can see so many are there who are this guru, that guru, and Avadhuta, and they all Guruji, and they all do all abominable kind of activities, and they get caught in one way, different ways, and sometimes in the name of this Gurujis, they do most heinous activities than the basic karmis who are working. Yeah, who are working, going to work, earning honestly, coming home, taking care of the family. Those people are much, much more value-based people than these kind of people who in the name of spirituality exploit people. Yeah. So surrender is a big thing. Yesterday only we had Kanakadasa Jayanti, right? Kanakadasa was a very, very surrendered soul to Krishna. Yeah, very devoted to Lord Krishna. There is a song, right? Bisiladharenu Malayadharenu Neralagiyandu Nanillavenu Ee Nanna Jiva Endigu. Have you heard this? There are fair weather devotees. Yeah, fair weather devotees means if the weather around is nice, everything is sunny, dry, pathways put with roses, we will come. If rain is there, Prabhu, it's very difficult, Prabhuji. Not easy, Prabhu. Raining, Prabhu. Yeah? So, Yatantascha Dhrudavrataha, Krishna is saying here, yeah? 14th verse, right? Yatantascha Dhrudavrataha. We need to have determination. Determination means testing, situations testing. And this song, Huve Havadarenu. This anything that happen in this world, I will take care of you, I will protect you. This is the song, yeah? And we do all these things to, show love to our near ones. Why not for Krishna? Krishna is our life, our symptom of our existence. And we waste, it's not waste, but surrender. We show it to so many people in this world. Why not for Krishna and experience that internal happiness that automatically comes surrendering to Him? Yeah? That's why Krishna is telling this, that there are one section who are devoted. These devoted are very, very bahunam janmanamante gnanavan mam prapadyate vasudeva sarvamiti sa mahatma sudurlabha. 1 in 1,000. 1,000 people are hankering to understand what is the background to this creation. One person surrenders to Krishna. That is the outcome. Yeah? That is the outcome of our path of spirituality in this world. Yeah? So it's very, very important that we need to surrender to Krishna. And there are so many personalities in this world who actually showed how to surrender. And Shripad Kanakadasa is one. Yeah? Kanakadasa showed that he chose his birth in a very, very backward community, Kuruba. Yeah? He was born in a Kuruba family and showed that Kula Vendu Hadedadadiri Nimma Kulada Nelaya Nenadar Ballira. So this birth is not at all in relationship with devotion. Any birth you take, Brahmana, one can become out of one karma, activities, not through birth. And there are Brahmanas who are going to and having a very expertised in doing chicken Manchurians all the time. But there are Kurubas who are very, very devoted and they are not taking anything, eating pure vegetarian, offering to Krishna. There are. Hence, birth is not a qualification at all to, at all in the spiritual market. Birth is not at all a qualification. What is actually qualification? Our yatantascha dhrudavrataha, our determination to surrender. And Kanakadasa chose in a backward community and showed how one can actually surrender to Krishna. And yesterday was his appearance. And he has written so many beautiful poems, thousands of poems glorifying Krishna. Yeah? And one of the story of surrender is while Kanakadasa was actually was traveling to Tirupati. Yeah? He was traveling to Tirupati and Kanakadasa had a very, very unique way of dressing. He used to have a blanket And he used to look like a very backward person, and he used to always chant and walk in the road. And once he was going to the Tirupati. In the middle of on the way to the Tirupati, there was a village. A day before, the person who was in charge of the temple in that village got a dream that one Haridasa is going to travel in the path. And please, respect him, invite him to the temple, and do all the respects and worshiping to him. He's one of the most surrendered soul for Krishna. And this was the dream that person in the temple got. And the Kanakadasa was traveling, and all the devotees in the temple in the next day actually decorate the temple and write outside the temple that who is this Haridasa who is walking. And after some time, while they were writing, one person with a blanket and very, very, very shabby look, and he is actually singing and glorifying Krishna and walking. And this, the devotees of the temple immediately go and ask him, are you the Dasa of Krishna? Are you the Dasa of Krishna? And Kanakadasa speaks within 16 words the entire Bhagavatam. 16 words, entire Bhagavatam, in a most simplest way to convey what is the mood of a devotee of Krishna. Those people, they were confused because he is singing the hymns and glorifying Krishna and holding a small tamburi. And usually, you see the dasas, they will have a peta and they will have, nice dhoti, and they will be walking and, at least looking like a devotee. And he was with a shabby look. And they were confused, but he is singing, let us inquire. They go and inquire, are you the dasa? And he speaks, I will just repeat this. I was listening to this yesterday. And as soon as they say, are you the dasa of Hari? See what Kanakadasa replies. Putta dasa nanalla, ditta dasa nanalla, sittu dasa nanalla, sutta dasa nanalla, sudugadu dasa nanalla, kashta dasa nanalla, kotta dasa nanalla, hotte dasa nanalla, ittike dasa nanalla, shishta dasa nanalla, ನಿಷ್ಠ ದಾಸನಾನಲ್ಲ, ಭ್ರಷ್ಟ ದಾಸನಾನಲ್ಲ, ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠ ದಾಸನಾನಲ್ಲ, ವಿತ್ತ ದಾಸನಾನಲ್ಲ, ಹುತ್ತ ದಾಸನಾನಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಈ ಷೋಡಶ ದಾಸರುಗಳ ದಾಸಾನು ದಾಸರ ದಾಸಿಯರ ಮನೆಯ ಮಂಕುದಾಸರ ಮನೆಯ ಶಂಕುದಾಸ ಬಾಡದಾದಿ ಕೇಶವನ ದಾಸ ಕಾಣೆ. See his address. What is he saying? This is devotion. And he says, Putta Dasananalla. Putta Dasananalla means the youth, very young boy who actually surrenders to Krishna. Who was the young boy who surrenders to Krishna? Prahlad. He says, I am not Prahlad. No, it's not Prahlad. Putta Dasananalla, Dhruva Maharaj. And Ditta Dasananalla, one who was determined in spite of all difficulties, all obstacles which it came in front of him. No one would have got that kind of obstacles in one's life compared to Prahlad Maharaj. He says, Ditta Dasananalla, I am not Prahlad Maharaj also. I am not Prahlada who is the Dasa of Hari. Sittu Dasananalla, who was very, very angry. Durvasa, Durvasa, who was so angry. And another was the devotee who actually was so angry and tested Krishna to come as Venkateshwara. Who was that? Bhrigu Muni, Bhrigu also, And he said, I am not both of them. Sutta Dasananalla. Hanuman. Very good. Who told this? Fantastic. So, Sutta Dasananalla, Hanuman went and, fired up the entire Lanka and blew it away. And he said, I am not Hanuman. Then he said, Sudugadu Dasananalla. Sudugadu means something which is abominable kind of work one does. Harishchandra. He was actually sitting in the cremation and doing all these kinds of work. Who wants to do this kind of work? And Harishchandra was a king, took so much of obstacles in his life, but he stood for truth. And Sutta Dasananalla, Sudugadu Dasananalla, Kashta Dasananalla. What is that Kashta Dasa? Who showed devotion through difficulties? No.
Sudama.
Sudama. Sudama, Kashtadasa, But in this, what Kanakadasa is saying is, I'm not Sudama, because Sudama is through this little dry poha he could able to take, and Krishna reciprocated with him with love. Kottadasa Nanalla, one who gave it away, Bali Maharaj. I'm not Bali Dasa. I'm not Bali also. See, Kanakadasa was, through his simple poetic hymns, he actually glorified Krishna and he spread the mission of Krishna consciousness throughout Karnataka. And he said, Kottadasa Nanalla, I'm not Bali Maharaj also. Shishtadasa Nanalla. Shishtadasa, one who was very, very disciplined. Shishtadasa Nanalla, I will come back. Nishtadasa Nanalla, Brashtadasa Nanalla. Shreshta Dasa Nanalla, Vitta Dasa Nanalla, Hutta Dasa Nanalla. Vitta Dasa means Purandara Dasa. I am not Purandara Dasa. Shreshta Dasa Nanalla. Of all the, servants, Mahajana, one who is called Mahajana? Bhishma. He said, I am not Bhishma. So, Ittike Dasa Nanalla. Who is the Ittike Dasa? Vittala, Pundarika. Pundarika was taking care of the parents, and Krishna came in and Pundarika said, wait, I'm taking care of my parents, I'm actually serving them. Time will come, I will take care of you. And he just kept the, brick. Don't try that. We are not so surrendered. And so when Krishna came in, he told him, stop and just wait for me. And Krishna holded on both hands on his waist, and he waited, standing on the brick. Ittike Dasa Nanalla, Hotte Dasa Nanalla, Bhima. I am not Bhima as well. And he says, these 16 people, I am not at all those 16 people. Nanu ee Shodasha Dasarugala. He says, I am the Dasarugala Dasanu Dasa. I am the servant of the servant of the servant of all these servants who are serving Krishna. And he says, I am not servant of the servant of them. I am Dasanu Dasara Dasiyara. Those servants who are cleaning in their house. Dasiyara Manaya. Mankudasa. One who's serving in that servant's house, of those servants who are cleaning in those servants of the servants of the servants of those servants. I am Shankudasa Badadadi Keshavana Dasanani. See, what is this is mood of Kanakadasa. And that's why Krishna is saying, Satatam Kirtayanto Mam Yatantascha Drudavrataha. Thus, that kind of people, that kind of devotees can only chant the names of Krishna. And Narada Muni tells this, Narada Muni, when he's telling to Vasudev, he tells how he was in the previous life. He was son of a maid mother who was actually serving and cleaning in someone's house. And I, being the son of a maid servant, I got the opportunity one day where my mother called so many saintly people and I actually served them. In this service, one day my mother, passed away because the serpent bit her. And I was searching, I was alone, and I was just only heard this instruction from those saintly people that, you need to chant the names of Krishna. And being alone, I was wandering in each and every villages, glorifying Krishna's name, chanting his hymns, going from one village to another village. People used to hit me with stones. This was the previous life of Narada. Yeah, people used to hit me with stones. I was just carelessly, I was just going, only immersed in glorifying Krishna. This is what Narada Muni told to Vyasadeva. What it requires to become surrender to Krishna. With that mood of surrender only, we can actually do Satatam Kirtayanto Mam Yatantascha Drudavrataha. With that only we will be able to chant the names of Krishna with determination. So Krishna says, not everyone would be able to surrender to me with this kind of determination. He says, Gnan, next verse, the verse which we are studying today, Gnana Yagnena Chap Anye. Other people who do not surrender unto me, what is their attribute? What is there? How do they surrender? Yajante Mam Upasate. They also surrender to me indirectly. How? Yajante, by actually doing the sacrifices, by trying to get understanding of what is the source of creation. Ekatvena Prutagvena Bahuda Vishwatomukam. Out of those people, some people think that Ekatvena means they think that, energy is one and I am also God and I will merge into the superior energy. Here there are many people who think that, I am Krishna. There are so many Gurujis who are getting caught today. Yeah? Who says that I am Krishna, I am Rama. Yeah? Doing all these kinds of nonsense in this world. Ekatvena. They think they are on par with Krishna, on par with Lord Ram, and one day, through mysticism, they will become Krishna and Rama. Yeah? This is one section of people who are hankering for knowledge. So, Prutagvena. Other section of people who are looking for knowledge to understand what is the source of creation, they think that everyone are God. And they worship and they see that there is a superiority, that 33 crores of God reside in cows, and they understand that everyone having equal power and supremacy. Don't differentiate anyone. Prutagvena. Yeah, this is the mood of such people who are hankering. And Vishwato Mukham. There are third section of people who think that the entire universe itself is the worshipable deity. So they worship the nature. They think that, the rivers are the veins, the trees are the hairs, yeah, and Surya and Chandra are the eyes.
Mountains are the
Yeah. So they make the entire creation as the personality and they worship. And Krishna says these people are those people who do not have that, qualification to surrender. But still they are on the path to understand the source of the entire creation. Yeah? Utkramantam stitam vapi Bunjanam va gunanvitam vimudhananu pashyanti gnana chakshusha. Gnana chakshusha, Krishna says when someone gets knowledge, utkramantam stitam vapi, they understand that there is energy which makes us to leave this body, makes us to be active in this world. There is energy. This is those people are Krishna is telling. Anye. Those who are having knowledge, who surrender unto Krishna, also understand that we are not this body, we are the soul. So there are large section of people who are having the knowledge, basic knowledge to understand that there is an energy which makes this body active. There are section of people, Vimuda Nanupashyanti, there are section of people who do not have this knowledge also. They think that everything is, matter, enjoy. Section of people, Vimuda Nanupashyanti. They do, Vimuda, certain people who do not have any knowledge at all, they think that everything has come from dust, goes to dust. Enjoy when you are having the opportunity to enjoy. Who has seen tomorrow? Atheist. Yeah? So Krishna is telling this Bhagavad Gita is the holistic experience of spiritual surrender, where Lord Krishna is trying to tell all of us that in the spiritual process, in the path, there are certain people who are traveling where they do not have the faith to surrender unto me with complete devotion, to focus on the chanting of the holy names, and consider this as the instruction of Krishna and surrender unto Krishna wholeheartedly. Everyone questions, yeah, but those who questions are also in the path of Gnana. And Krishna is elaborately telling this in the 15th verse of Bhagavad Gita. Yeah? So it's very, very important for all of us to understand this. Jivera Swarupa Hoy, Nityera Krishna Das. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, our constitutional position is Padakamalayur Dasanu 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 Dasa. This is the safest position to be in. Servant is the safest position. Yeah, one who actually says I am the king, he is the toughest position to be in. So much of responsibility. Yeah, I keep telling all of you have an option either to come or not come to Vrindavan. I do not have option. I need to keep door of Vrindavan always open. You get what I mean? I cannot say I'm having fever today. I'm not well. I'm not feeling like cooking at all today. I'm not feeling like speaking today. I'm not feeling like giving kirtan. Having taken up this, a role, I need to be there. No matter what happens, keep the Vrindavan door open and keep doing what I'm doing every week. Yeah, it is a very, very challenging situation. It's not easy. You need to keep calling. Please come. They say, no, Prabhu. I'm not well today. I'm not coming today. And please keep coming. No reply. Second week, no reply. Third week, no reply. They don't open also. Open, the blue mark comes. But you need to go through all. Some hit with stones, some, Prabhuji, I'm going to come for the program. Some reciprocate, some do not reciprocate, some inquisitive. Chaturvida bhajante mam, jana sukritino arjuna. Yeah? Artho, jignasurartharthi, gnani cha, bharatarshava. There are 4 kinds of people who come to me. One who is in distress. Sankatapanda Venkatramana, as soon as difficulties come, Hari Bol, Hare Krishna, I have seen in my families. As soon as some difficulties, Radha, Hare Krishna, where is the Japa beads? Where is the Bhagavad Gita? Please immediately bring it. As soon as, the wind blows away, then mood becomes different. They get into this. Hare Krishna's very. Yeah? They get into the second. Then Artho, Jignasur. Someone are inquisitive. Inquisitive means they are walking in this road. Beautiful smell is coming. From one direction, Gasgase Paisa smell is coming. And from the other direction, incense is coming. And they are able to hear someone is dancing, someone is saying, Hari Bol! What is happening? Why are they jumping like this? Let us go and see what's happening. Yeah? Inquisitive. I have seen so many who come, who are passing on the road, who come inside, inquisitiveness to see. Now actually, we were actually thinking from so many days, what is this bursting activities happens? Sometimes we think some commotion, someone has died, but it cannot happen that every week someone dies. So something is happening. So let us come and see. Some people, inquisitiveness, they come 2 weeks, 3 weeks, they come. As soon as a big, heavy verse of Krishna comes in, and they immediately says, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. Thank you, Prabhu. Very nice, Prabhuji. Please continue. Yeah. So inquisitive people also, they have, expiry date. Yeah. Expiry date. The Artho Jignasur, Artharthi, one who is looking for money and looking for, I need to get something. See, Krishna Krupa is not there today. I had thought about one thing to happen today. If that happens, I will come to temple. Prabhuji, Prabhu, I was thinking, Prabhu, actually I got a call for a program, but I told Krishna, I will come today. But you need to tell me, you need to do this for me. If you do this for me, if that happens, then I will come. Prabhuji, that happened, Prabhu, so I came. See the level of surrender? So at least they are seeing that some superior is there who is doing things for them. That is at least a higher level. There is a superior, someone who is doing this. So Krishna says, Chaturvida Bhajante Mam, these four people actually surrender to me. Yeah. Artho, Jignasur, Arthati, Gnanicha Bharatarshava. Someone who is looking for knowledge comes to me. So what is the symptom of someone who is coming for knowledge? Someone who comes, Prabhuji, I would really like to know what is this source of entire creation. I have been puzzled by this existence. There are many who have come. Yeah. But this is also a danger. Too much knowledge also, it becomes a problematic. Yeah. Then they start doing so much of discoveries. They enter into discover yourself whole life. Yeah. So Gnani cha Bharatarshava, but this Gnani at least has a fierce determination to understand what is the source of entire creation. He has lot of questions, so has debates, fights. No, this is not like this. My understanding like this. This kind of debates. People are at least he is not so into Prabhuji Prasad Kab hai. He is not into that. He is into the full hankering for knowledge, questioning. Yeah. Gnani cha Bharatarshava. Krishna says, Tesham Gnani hi Nitya Yuktaha. Of all these four people, who are the four people? First one, distressed. Then next one is inquisitives. Third one is the one who is looking for desires, fulfilling desires. Fourth one is knowledge. He says, Krishna says in the next verse, in the 7th chapter, Tesham Gnani Nitya Yuktaha. One among these four categories, who is the superior? Gnani Nitya Yukta, one who is actually coming to me to understand who am I, who are you. This questioning is very rare. Eka Bhaktir Vishishyate. Krishna says, Tesham Gnani Nitya Yuktaha, one who is the knowledge, who connecting to me, but Nitya Yuktaha, who is connecting to me every day, trying to understand. With that, Gnana is not just sufficient. What is required within the Gnana? Eka Bhaktir Vishishyate, one who has devotion, complete surrender unto me. Vishishyate, he is the most. Vishishya means what? Vaishishya. Very, very special, rare soul. Yeah? This is what Lord Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita. So, surrendering unto Krishna is very, very, very important. Very important. And this is the simplest process which, all the, devotees, Tyagaraja, yeah, Kanakadasa, Purandaradasa, then, who else? Haridasa Thakur, then Ramadasa, yeah, and Vijayadasa, Tulasidasa, yeah, Raghavendra Swami, so many Acharyas, Madhvacharya, they are all taught us that best process to actually surrender unto Krishna is Naham Tishtami Vaikunte Yoginam Hrudeshuva Yatra Tishtati Narada Tatra Gayanti Makbhavta. Yeah, one who is chanting my glories, thinking about me, in their heart I reside. I do not reside in Vaikunta. Do not come there. Try to, just come, like Ravana built the staircase direct to the heavenly planet. Don't do anything. You don't need to surrender to Indra or you don't need to surrender to Varuna. I am the owner of heavenly planets. Today I am constructing, the staircase from this planet to the heavenly planet. Just climb and go. All these are nonsense. we have understood what happened to Hiranyakashipu, right? He built the staircase, Ravana, right? Who built the staircase, Ravana or, yeah? So sorry. So the Shishta Dasa, Vibhishana, yeah? I was thinking, who was that? Yeah, so built the staircase and you know what happened, their story, end. Yeah, so none of this kind of, rebellious nature, sometimes children get into this rebellious nature, right? Why should I hear from you? Yeah, I will not hear. They do the opposite of what you say. Please do this, Pa. No, I will not do this. Why should I do this? So we are basically rebellious. I said, one colleague of mine, I said, Bhagavad Gita I am actually gifting you today, because Arun, his name was. Aruna, you are not the one who is listening through Zoom. And he was the senior project manager in Infosys. I said, yeah, I'm gifting you because, and he had come to Mysore. So he said, Radha, actually this Bhagavad Gita I will read at later. I said, why you need to read it later? No, I'm writing Bhagavad Gita myself. I said, great. Great, and he was getting into all kinds of nonsense, thinking about. So people are rebellious. Why should we read? Why should Krishna only play with 16,108? Why should not I? Why should, everyone, thinks, into rebellious nature. Surrendering means, Kanakadasas, it's very difficult. It's not easy. So the Huttadasananalla, who was the person? Valmiki. Yeah. So Valmiki, what was his previous name? Dasu Ratnakar. He was the most notorious person like Veerappan, right? He used to kill each and everyone. Yeah. Whoever comes just, like this. Yeah, and Narada Muni came and said, who are you doing this for? Why are you taking so much risk? Narada Muni should have been there. He would have told Ambanis and, all this, Mittals and everyone, why are you taking so much of risk, going into the share market, doing all this trading? Yeah. And, he went, killing so many people. Go and ask your family members, will any one of them will support you? And when he actually went and asked, none of his family members were ready to take even little bit of karma, what he had acquired, to buy all the necessities for their family members. He went to his son, he went to his daughter, he went to his wife. Finally he came. Sir, no one is, and why am I doing earning money like this? Yeah, earning money always. So he said, now you have done enough for your family. Now at least, now chant the name of Krishna for your own purification. Then he said, Rama you chant. He was saying, I can't chant Rama. And he was that sinful. He said, okay, chant Mara. Yeah. He started chanting Mara, and Hutta Dasananalla, Kanakadasa says, I am not that Valmiki also. When he started chanting the names with that fierce determination, entire, body was covered with ants, ant hill. And when Lord Krishna, blessed him, and Brahma only came and did a bathing for him, to take out the entire, and he said, I am not this Uttadasa also. Yeah. So Kanakadasa, such a powerful personality, through simple chanting of the holy names, transformed people. Yeah. So Yatra Tishtati Narada Tatra Gayanti Magbhakta. Krishna says, I am sitting in the heart of those who chant my names.